At halftime, you would have thought this game was in the bag for Nevada, that they were going to get their first decent-looking win this season. That second half was brutal. This game, the way it started out, a huge pass from Chubba Purdy to score, a pair of field goals, and in the second quarter they go up 13-0 at half. I believe Chubba Purdy got banged up a little bit. AJ Bianco came in and they just struggled the rest of the way. Interception by Bianco in the third quarter, interception by Chubba Purdy when he got back in the game in the fourth quarter. For Middle Tennessee, you would have thought this was going to be a brutal, ugly defeat for them. They didn't find the end zone to the fourth quarter. Huge comeback by Nicholas Furtado and this Blue Raiders team that did not let up and found themselves engineering a couple of good drives and scoring one in the last, within the last 2 minutes of the game. Missed opportunities by this Wolfpack squad. Brutal defeat, and the second time in 2 weeks. They won last week, but it did not look good. This week they were not able to finish it out. Nevada gets the ball back with about a minute left. They try to do what they can with Chubba Purdy, running the ball, getting a little bit. They missed the field goal wide left. This, where do you go from here for Nevada? It's 2 weeks, non-conference games that they were favored in heavily, and they don't look the part, and they don't look to be in control even when they are up on the scoreboard. They have, what's the bigger problem? Is it scoring? Is it the defense? I think they have an incredibly tough time finding the end zone, putting points on the board, and it seems to always be that they're going to be in a tightly contested game, and you might not favor them to finish it out. Just mistakes, turnovers. Huge props for Middle Tennessee. For as bad as they looked in the first half, they did not quit, and they found a way to get themselves together in the fourth quarter and really engineer 2 great drives that resulted in touchdowns and found themselves in the lead. And you would say the defense tightened up, and they were able to capitalize on mistakes from Nevada, getting in 2 interceptions, taking away any chance of them driving down the field. For the Wolfpack, where do you go from here? They got a tough road test next week at Western Kentucky, and I would imagine that the Wolfpack are going to be heavy underdogs. And how do they fare against a high-scoring team in Western Kentucky when the Wolfpack can't seem to get on the board whatsoever? Especially their second half play this season has just been abysmal. You would hope they get a good lead on a team, because it seems like they're going to give it right back in the third and fourth quarter and may not be able to finish it out. Plenty of improvement to be done for this Wolfpack team. It's going to be interesting to see where they go from here, because they have to find a way to get it together. 14-13, Middle Tennessee over Nevada is your final score there.